What up? I'm Shep Papelka. This is the Braves TomaBlog. Bad news, some things not going well on the Major League front, but the good news is that everything is moving along swimmingly on every other level of the Braves organization. Some of you may be aware there's been a good amount of shifting within the Braves organization lately. They moved a good amount of people up to different levels. Essentially, this is an organizational strategy. You might remember last year they started Dansby Swanson at A Advanced, and they started Ozzie Albies at Double A. About this time last year, they moved both of them up. That's sort of the organizational strategy: is you start them at the level that they were at the year before. Make sure that they don't hit any speed bumps at the beginning of the year. Have their feet dominate the level that they were at before, and then you move them up. So that's what they've done again. So I just wanted to go over some of the players that have gotten the call up to the new level. Here's who's been mobile lately. First of all, Ronald Acuna is probably the most hyped of the people that have been moved up. He moved up from High A Advance to Double A Mississippi. At High A, he was hitting .287 with 3 home runs, 19 RBIs, and 14 stolen bases. The earliest you might see him is a September call-up next year. He's 19 right now, and what the Braves have shown with Ozzie is that they have no intention of having these 20-year-old phenoms or anything like that, like a Jason Hayward. They're going to move him slowly. The good news is that means he's going to spend a lot of time in the upper minor leagues, which a lot of prospects don't get the luxury of. So in that time, something I would love to see from him is for him to develop gap power. The reason I would love to see that is so that we could have him and presumably Ender Inciarte in the outfield at the same time, because right now they're both prototypical leadoff center fielders. So we could only have one of them if they were both going to be here. Other than that, Luiz Gohara moved up also from High A to Double A Mississippi. At High A, he pitched 36.1 innings. He had 39 strikeouts in those 36 innings. He had a 1.98 ERA and a 1.18 WHIP. You guys know Gohara is the guy that we got from Alex Smith. He's a big, big lefty. He's easy to get lost. He's easy to forget in the mix of all of the great pitchers that we have. That would be a mistake. He's got some of the highest potential of any pitcher that we now have. And if he succeeds at High A, or if he succeeds at Double A, there's a chance we could see him competing for a rotation spot maybe by midseason next year. Other than that, Patrick Weigel got moved up from Double A to Triple A Gwinnett. At Double A, he had 37 innings pitched. He had 38 strikeouts in those, a 2.89 ERA, and a 1.15 WHIP. So the good news with Gohara, the good news with Weigel, he's 22 years old. What the Braves are showing is that they're willing to move him along quickly, which they did with Mike Minor as well. Not that that went great. But he's moving along quickly. He was drafted 2 years ago in Coppell and Hart's first draft. Now he's up at Gwinnett, and he's there with Sims. He's there with Newcomb. Hopefully they can start pressuring the Major League roster to give them some innings. Akil Morris also got moved up to AAA recently. Now he's a relief pitcher. He's totaled 12.2 innings pitched on the year. He has a 1.42 ERA and a 1.18 WHIP. Again, this is on the whole year. He's actually struggled a little bit, but not much at Gwinnett. So if he can lower his numbers just a smidge, he'll be up in the major leagues, by the All-Star break. We don't have a good bullpen. He seems to be a good bullpen pitcher. He's 24 years old, so he could have a fast move. And other than that, Anthony Seymour got called up to Rome. I don't love Seymour. He's the guy that we got for Hunter Cervenka last year. Some people like him. He's a speed first, hit second prospect is what I call these guys. And they're a dime a dozen in the minor leagues. There's so many guys that get into the minor leagues because they have elite speed, and you see if they can hit. To his credit, he's hit 303, 358, 361 to slash line. I see him as a depth piece in your farm system that you can trade for a bullpen rental later on. That's what he was for the Marlins, as they got Cervenka. If he can be that for us, that's great. It's always nice to have guys hitting. Guys to watch out for that haven't gotten moved up, look out for Alex Jackson. He's been killing it. And Braxton Davidson's been getting hot lately. So that's it. Those are the guys who have been moved around. Braves moved a lot of guys really quickly. Tell me what you think of the move. Tell me what you think of the guys. Let me know about the prospect that you've had your eye on that you just want to burst out and tell everyone about, because, look, I talk to Braves fans. They all have a prospect that they want to tell everyone about. Let me know. I appreciate you guys watching. I hope you enjoyed, and go Braves.